Alright, let's see here. What do we got going on? What do we got going on today? Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 customer types of 2020. Oh yeah, we want to know what customer we are. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Alright, so I'm just going to say right away that whether you pay or not doesn't make you any kind of customer or not. We will get ours. Oh, we will. You all go into the same small claims court case at the end, so it doesn't really cost us much. Get you all there in the same date, and then we just run through you, whoever doesn't pay.
Haha, real funny.
I'm sure that's how they do it anyway. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. It's not my business. I'm actually the foreman for the business. I just make all the videos and have all the fun. Those guys got to deal with all the crap. I get to do all the work though, so I guess it kind of pans out, you know. But anyway, let's get to the top 10 customer types. I didn't number these yet, actually, in order of awesomeness to bestness. Okay, this will be 5. Let me just do this real quick.
Okay, so here's where I went ahead and tried not to destroy what I had left of my paperwork, and went and I boiled it down to the top 10. I had maybe 14 or 15. But I whittled it down, chopped it down, slapped it right on down to a top 10. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so I've just ordered them now while I was sitting here. Try to get the best order out of as I could, but I think this is pretty close to the best as we're gonna get for this order. So let's start. Finally got this thing narrowed down to the top 10. Just did the list right there in front of your eyes. We're gonna start with you, number 10 on the list. I made like 15. I had to cut a few out of there. So these are the top 10 of the top 15. So number 10, don't feel like you're the worst. But you might be. The neglector. Yes. Yeah. He's the guy that has the same car in his driveway and has been there for like 10 years. I don't know how the thing's got tires on it that are still inflated. Thing's got roots growing up into the chassis. I mean, I don't know why the driveway looks so good. Oh, because we've been there.
Bruh.
The rest of the house? I mean, it looks like... In fact, let me just give you the story. The guy that I'm actually thinking of when I made this, he's not the only one, but by gosh, he's one of the worst. We were there one year. We call this guy the car in the driveway guy. That's who he is. He's the car in the driveway guy because he's the only customer that says, just go around the car every year. It's the same car sitting in the same spot. But one year we came up and the county was there telling me to mow his grass. Like, just the neglector. That's why it's called the neglector. Neglectful. Look, I'm not judging you as a character flaw, man. You know, you could be the coolest guy out in the streets. I don't know. But you might want to cut your grass, bro. And that car, start that thing up, pull it up in that long grass. Get it out the way for just one good time. And just ask for one good cleaning and on that thing. But anyway, you're number 10. And I think you can see why we put you there. Number 9. The can you do this over here? And this over here.
And over here. And there. You can get that. How about this? You guys know about that? You guys can do anything with this? This is something you guys actually test and take care of, no? Do you guys usually do with this kind of stuff over here where these roots are kind of everything? No, you guys, what about this? You guys take care of this over here? Sometimes I would imagine you guys would probably, no, you guys don't do...
That guy. Please don't be that guy. The can you do this and this and this and this and this guy? Listen, we have an office girl. Her name's Ashley. She's really good. Sienna, good. They can tell you what we can do and what we can't if you have good questions and pictures. So, with that said, I recommend if you're one of those people that want to know if we can do this and that, take pictures of it. You know, but make sure when you send your pictures in, it's not just, you know, don't say, hey, can you take care of that right there? Look at that. Can you take care of that? Make sure it's backed up a little and I can see what you're talking about in the picture. Okay? Make sure you try to take some good pictures for us. They ain't got to be microscopically close. I'd rather have it almost an aerial view with you circling something. That'd be the best. But anyway, that's why you're at number 9. Because you make it such a hassle for us to get our jobs done. But we treat you just like anybody else and we get your jobs done. We sure do. Number 8. The here, I'll mark it with the here. Let me just, in case you guys don't know what you're doing, professional service I'm calling, let me mark everything out that I don't like in chalk. Okay? So when you walk up, it looks like a bunch of dildos got murdered.
So yeah, imagine this in your driveway 15 times with a bunch of squiggly lines.
It's usually what it looks like. I'm not going to lie. It looks like a bunch of worms were marked out and then they just slithered back into the grass. Or they'll mark out the cracks as if we don't charge you filling your cracks. I mean, I don't. You know, it's like you call a painter and then like mark every mark on the wall where he has to fix like a little pinhole or something. Look, man, the guy does this for a living and he knows how he's got to do that. He's going to scrape your wall. He's going to hit it with the putty knife. He's going to do all that. That's what he does. Okay? Please let us do our jobs. That's why you're kind of on low, you know, the bottom of the top 10 list. You're not up the top 5. You're not up in there. All right? What do we have now? Number 7? We're getting there. We're almost to 5. The clueless as to bad, how good, how indifferent their driveway is as far as, you know, its wear and tear. Has it raveled on me yet, my friend? Well, let me tell you. Because you don't know. What I mean by that is they'll say, you know, you'll come and it'll be like a blemishless driveway with maybe like one crack or something. And then you're like, man, I'm thinking about tearing this thing out of here. You're like, what? Bro, it looks like you just put it in. Yeah, I mean, I think they did like a couple years ago. I'm starting to look like it's getting all beat up. You might want to drive around the neighborhood a little bit, take a look around. And then you got the other person on the other end of the spectrum who says, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys can help me out. Can you guys make my driveway look like that dude's driveway? And mind you, the driveway he's pointing at is the dude I was just talking to before. He's got like the spotless driveway, and his driveway looks like black gravel. You go to blow it, and the whole driveway just disappears before your eyes, and all that's left is nothing. And he wants to know if he can save it with some seal coat. You know, that'd be like me coming in. We'll use the painting analogy again, and you have like 18 holes in your wall, and you go, "Can you just paint over that?" Doesn't work that way, bud. Doesn't work that way. But that's why you're number 7. But we're working up. We're getting higher. Let's get up to number 6 now. The talker. Okay? This doesn't always go bad. And honestly, neither does the clueless as to how bad or good their driveway is. Because sometimes they think, oh my God, my driveway's so horrible. And you go, oh no, man, this is a really good, or sir, this is a really good driveway. You've got many years left in the, and then they're relieved, you know, because, oh, the professional told them that they didn't have anything to worry about. Those people I love. Because then they realize their driveway isn't in that bad of condition. Then we do a good job on it, and then it looks really good. Then they're like, oh, thank you very much. And it really feels like you did a good service. So you have those people, but then you get the talker. That's the person, listen, it doesn't even have to be about the driveway. They're telling you about grandma, grandpa. You know the names of all 3 of their dogs and all 4 of their cats. Sadly, they have 7 animals. That's what I really come up with at the end of that one. But you know it all. You know it all. In fact, you've got some predisposed thoughts about her cousin from Minnesota when you leave there. That guy's kind of weird from the way she's... Anyways, they talk. That's all they do is talk. And that's fine, you know. I can shoot the shit the best of them, but I got work to do. So, you know, I'll find myself like kind of skirt off to the side, snag a tool up and kind of show them like, look, I got a tool. Gotta do stuff. You still looking and talking? But, you know, gotta love them. Sometimes people don't have much. And when you come, that's like the first person they talk to in a while. So they're all over you, you know, and that's fine. Actually, don't mind it too much, but that's why you're down on the list by 6, because sometimes you're just not interested.
Oh my God, you're so mean.
You know, sometimes it slows us down. Like it gets me, like it slows like my process down a bit, because I like to get in, get you the information you need, find out real quick if there's anything you need to know before I get to work. And then I like to get my job done and get out of your way and get on to the next. You know, the typical foreman move. Typical foreman thinking here. Okay? So now we're done with the top, or I guess you could say the bottom 5. Let's scoot up into that top 5 section. So now we get the number 5. Right? This is where I figured I'd put ye old baseline customer. Okay? You're the customer that when I come up to a house expecting to deal with anything, it's going to be this. This is what I typically think is going to happen, because it usually does. Okay? So you're Mr. and Mrs. Rego. Okay? You're the Rego customers, as I've got written down here. You answer the door. You'll have some level of anticipation of me being there, whether it's you know, oh, I thought you guys were going to be here a little early. That's okay. Or, oh, man, I'm waiting for you guys. Or, oh, right on time. You guys are right on time. You know, whatever it is, you guys are kind of like knowing we're going to be there at some point. You're ready for us? Usually the cars are already out. That's kind of how it helps me find the job sometimes, is whose cars are parked in the road ready for us. What else do I got written down here? You pay attention to my instructions when I tell you, you know, stay off with the car for a couple days, no pets, bare feet, or anything on it for 24 hours. And in the morning, you should be able to, or usually I tell them in the morning. I don't say 24 hours unless it's like late, super late. Then I'll say don't walk on it until tomorrow night. But if any level of sun's got on it for a good half hour, then they'll be good to walk on it in the morning more than likely. So I just tell them in the morning, you'd be able to walk across it, get to the car or whatever. And they pay attention and they say, okay, great, thank you. And if there's any questions, like small questions, they'll usually ask them right there. Well, you know, do you guys do this one spot? Can you guys hit that? Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate that, man. Boom. Then they're out of your hair. You know, they're off doing their thing, washing dishes, business calls, you know, hanging out with the kids, you know, whatever they're doing in there. Or, you know, they take off and walk the dog because they've been waiting for you for half an hour, whatever it is. Like, that's it. Your average customer. There isn't much to it. Everybody's happy at the end. And half the time they pay. And half the time they're like, well, can I pay you today? How do I do that? And typically I'll say, absolutely, give me that check, baby. Even though I say, you can if you want. If you want, I can come up when we're all finished and knock on the door again. So then that way they can pay as they're seeing the finished driveway. Kind of helps out, I think. So that's number 5. Working up. We're almost to the top 3 here. Working up. So now we got number 4. Number 4. So you're the customer that's home, but you're a little weird. You're just the crack customer. All right, you open the door, but you're like, hi. What are you guys here for? And I'm like, hi. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Robert. I'm here with Options. We're here to seal coat your driveway. I just wanted to make sure that you had all your cars out and things of that nature, and kind of give you, you know, the specifics of what you need to expect from us and from the material. And all right, yeah. Well, you just stay off it for like a day or something. Stay off it for a couple days, sir. All right, cool, man. Thanks. You could just leave that right there. That's cool, man. We'll see you. Thanks, man. Yeah, my cars are out. We're good, man. We're good. Yeah. 17 locks go, and you're good to go. And you know, if he doesn't tell you the cars are moved and shuts the door, well, you're just hoping at that point that his cars are out. So that's just the crack customer, and you're cool. I like you, just a crack customer. You know, you just really quick. You just want to run through everything and just get back in there. And you're probably like, you know, online gaming or something, and you can't pause it. I get it. Get back in there. Shoot them up. Get them. All right. Then we got number 3 on my list, which is the unicorn customer. The unicorn customer. He makes you feel like you're confused at first, actually, with the unicorn customer, because when you pull up to the job, everything's already done. I mean, done. Like, he whipped the edges back like you would as an asphalt, as a sealcoater. Everything's blown off and clean. You need to rock on this thing. Guys, just grab the blower just in case. Go ahead, run out real quick. And you're looking around like, pretty good, homeowner. I can get dang near right to rubber, and I ain't even really got touch nothing. He's just gonna run across this thing with the blower, make sure there ain't no latent rocks chilling, hiding, and just double check everything. But man, we love those customers. They're like, yeah, I figured I'd take care of that for you guys. You know, perfect. Thank you. You're a godsend, and that's why you are in the bronze position. Top 3 unicorn customer. You do have to work for us, sir, because we all know prepping for the job is probably the most important part. I'd say probably even more important. Anybody can like do the work, but if you're not cleaning right, no matter how good of a job you do, it's gonna look like shit. You clean real good though, and you can almost do a little less of a good job. I guess you can make a couple less swipes, and it really won't matter because it's so clean and perfect that those little baby mistakes don't really show up. They don't show through. But even the smallest mistakes will show through if you don't clean and prep the job right. So anyway, do everything right, but make sure it starts with that cleaning and prep, because that's not really the hardest part. Everything else after that's fun and easy. So now we're on to the top 2 customers. You are the best customers coming up, by the way. One of you really can't control it, and one of you kind of can control it. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, the top 2 customers, here we go. Number 1, the mystery customer. Why are you the mystery customer? It's a freaking mystery, dude. No, the only mystery is who you are, because you're not home. We don't even know who you are. And we don't care. You're not home. You left the car out. Sometimes they even leave the check in the door. It'll say on the paperwork, customer has left check under the mat or whatever. You're the best. Well, you're not the best. You're number 2. Okay. You're definitely, though, the best out of all the customers that aren't home. Is the mystery customer, the one I don't have to deal with. Because sometimes the customers aren't home, and you'll go and they'll have those new rings, and you'll hit the ring, and they'll say, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, oh, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be home in 5 minutes." Oh, that's really annoying. You went from number 2, now you're down maybe to number 8. Now you're possibly down to the, here, mark it with chalk customer. Let me come mark some things out with chalk, or the, can you guys do this over here and over here and over here, over here? That guy. Or maybe you want to just come and talk my head off. I don't know. You could bump yourself down the list in many positions. Let's just put it that way. If you have them rings, but it's nice, man, when you can just come, knock, boom. You guessed it. Nobody's home, baby. Moving on. Okay? But you have to move out of the way as best customer to the next customer. Because this next customer is by far the best customer. We love this customer. This is our favorite customer.
Bruh.
The favorite. He's the favorite. She's the favorite. That is the Tippy Food Water customer. Yes, the Tippy Food Water customer. If you're a tipper, you're the best. And if you're going to give us money back as the workers, you're the best. And if you add food or water to that list, now typically we'll turn down the drinks. Usually we have a cooler full of water because we're used to the heat and everything. But if you offer the water and it's so freaking cold that I can't resist it, then I will take it. And definitely I'll take food. Any food you got, cookies, I don't care. I love customer food, home cooked meals, or like if you guys even bought us, like, oh, we got you guys, some customers have bought us like KFC and stuff, like just weird stuff. You're number 1, and you're gonna get my most. I mean, everybody gets my utmost attention, but you're gonna get my personal. Now you're gonna get my personal attention. I'm gonna be mad if somebody doesn't do something right now. You got me fired up because you got me a cookie. You're the best customer ever. I'd fight for you. I'm going to war for you. All right, I'm going to war for you. I'm doing jobs and service in the rest of my community, but I'm going to war for you, Cookie Mom, or that Dollar Daddy comes out there. Hey, you guys, let me buy you guys lunch today. Love you, dude. Love you. Flipping me propels like, here you go. What's your favorite flavor? Bro, you like that grape? What in that You into that strawberry? Oh, tell you like that watermelon, don't you? Oh, look at your lips just smacking, just thinking about. All right, I'm getting crazy here. Speaking of food, I just got myself some Hungry Howies. I got the little club. It's a chicken club thingy. I didn't get the big one. I just got the little one. But I got my cherry Pepsi out there, which is my favorite drink, by the way, in case anybody was wondering what my favorite drink is. Cherry Pepsi. So, customers, that's your list from me. And I mean, I probably talked to, if you want to know where my credentials are, I'm not like Amazon where I can just drop my package off and go. I have to actually talk to you. And we usually do average of 10 customers a day, Monday and Tuesday, so 20 customers there. Sometimes more, sometimes like 30. We do 3 days. But then you have your 3 or 4 residents. So probably 30, anywhere between 30 to 50 customers a week, I'd say we deal with. And they're not all residential. Some of them are commercial, like landowners, big money people too. So, I deal with a lot of customers. And I was also in the roofing business for many years. I did actually street sales out of a backpack when I was really young, like 19. That was fun. Selling googly-eyed books to the mamas out in the street, getting yelled at by dentists who said, "Hey, get out of my office! You can't come in here selling that." But anyway, I deal with a lot of customers, so customers, you can trust me when I tell you this is a pretty decent list, at least for me, for customer types. And paying or not paying, like I said, doesn't really matter. I find customers seem to be more relieved when they know that their payment is in. As a matter of fact, it seems more and more prevalent as the years go by that people prepay. It's like it'll already say I paid in full on more and more of the percentages of paperwork. It's not a big percentage still, but it used to be never. People almost never prepaid, but now it's like maybe 2% of the people prepay. So anyway, there's the customer list. It's not exhaustive. It's the top 10, and I hope you made it to the top 3. We'll see you out there on the flat black next time.